All right, guys. Today I'm going to be walking you through exactly how you can go about building muscle and losing body fat at the exact same time without sacrificing your favorite foods. So, you're probably wondering who I am. My name is Bryce Christensen. I'm a natural bodybuilder and a natural powerlifter, and I've been a fitness coach since 2020. I've helped dozens of people, if not hundreds of people, across all platforms of my career, whether it was in person or online, by getting stronger, losing weight, and getting into the best shape of their life. A little bit more about me. I've been through it all when it comes to fitness and nutrition. When I was 14 years old, I started strength training, and because all I wanted to do was to build muscle and get bigger and stronger faster so I could play sports at a higher level. I wanted to develop that superhero physique because I was skinny. I was small. I got picked on relentlessly for being skinny. I just wanted to be confident in myself. I wanted to have the confidence to go up to girls. By the time I turned 18, I got up to 200 pounds. I was strong, but I was lacking confidence still because I hated the way I looked. Again, I didn't care about my nutrition, so I didn't take photos of myself. I didn't take any progress photos at all. All I wanted to do was to have abs and have confidence to take my shirt off because I despised the way I looked. I didn't like the way I looked in either of these photos. And fast forward to present day, I've accomplished literally every fitness goal I've ever set out for myself. In 2022, I wanted to compete in a bodybuilding competition. So I started preparation, lost 25 pounds, and ultimately took first place. Then I switched over to powerlifting and started competing at the elite level. I placed 24th in the nation in 2024. And through those years of powerlifting and bodybuilding, I developed the confidence by having the stack of undeniable proof that I am who I say I am. And by building that stack of proof, I've become the strongest and most disciplined version of myself across all facets of life, not just in powerlifting or in bodybuilding, but it transfers over to other aspects of my life. I signed up for a Spartan race the day before the competition, and I did it for fun. So it just shows that being in shape doesn't necessarily mean you have to be the leanest or you have to be the strongest. It allows you to do other things outside of those two specific categories that allow you to live your life in the way that you want to. Now, over the years of me going through those journeys, I have developed and learned the best ways to strength train, the best ways to eat and have your nutrition set up for success, the best methods to incorporate these habits into my life so that way I can continue to see success for long term. And believe it or not, it's not spending 3 hours a day doing cardio. That is not the solution at all. Starving yourself by only eating 1,000 calories is not the solution at all. I spent the last 8 years of my life dedicated to learning the ins and outs of nutrition, strength training, and habit change that have led me to achieving all of these goals that I've made for myself. And honestly, having the proper plan set in place has led me to the success that I have now. And I want to be able to share that with others to avoid the same mistakes and pitfalls that I ran into along my journey. And honestly, since I was young, I struggled with anxiety because I got picked on so much. I struggled with imposter syndrome because I felt like I didn't deserve the accolades that I had achieved, and feelings of inadequacy and feeling lost. Fitness and the pursuit of improvement, I've completely changed my life, and I've been able to reframe my mindset to where I have the confidence now because I have that stack of proof. What is the Lean Strong method? It is the system that I developed to help me lose body fat and build muscle at the exact same time without sacrificing your favorite foods like pizza or burgers. It's all done through nutrition coaching, custom programming, habit change, and accountability. If you're a busy adult, man or woman, wanting to get into the best shape of your life, wanting to be pain-free, fit into old clothes, and do the activities that you once loved to do, then the Lean Strong method will definitely help you. And today I'll be walking you through how I completely transformed Jordan, who was one of my clients, while not giving up anything that he loved. Everyone has a different starting point. My goal is to meet you where you're at, build you up from there, and give you the knowledge, discipline, and confidence to maintain the results for life. So Jordan lost 50 pounds. He was at 215 pounds and 155 pounds. He made a huge transformation in his life. My program includes custom workouts, check-ins on a regular basis, and other resources to give you the knowledge necessary so that way I'm not just handing you things, you're learning the process and learning how to do it on your own too. So who is the Lean Strong method for? If you are looking to shed fat and build muscle at the exact same time, then this is the method for you. If you're tired of spending hours in the gym not knowing exactly what to do and you're stuck not seeing the results you want to see, I've used these techniques with all of my clients and myself, and it's proven to work. This is not a cookie cutter program. It's designed specifically for you to help you succeed. If you are finally ready to take the steps necessary to change your life forever, then this is the method for you. If you want to be held accountable to your goals and be motivated to achieve your goals, this is the method for you. If you're tired of not liking what you see in the mirror and you want to build strength for life, this is the method for you. And if you find yourself lost in the gym with no real plan, this is the method for you. But now, who is this method not for? If you are someone who is looking to use fad diets to get results quick like carnivore or keto, this is not the method for you. If you're wanting to listen to a specific guru like V-Shred that you heard about, this is not the method for you. If you're not willing to spend at least 3 days per week in the gym, this is not the method for you. If you're not willing to practice some food restraint and some food sacrifices, then this is not the method for you. And if you're not ready to become the best version of yourself, then this is not the method for you. But if you want to be the person that burns fat and builds muscle at the same time, I'm going to show you exactly how to navigate the struggles and issues that go along with these that many others run into while going through this process, so that way you don't fall into the same pitfalls. How I've helped all of my clients lose tons of fat while building muscle and getting stronger every single day. I'll show you how to build muscle and lose fat without spending hours and hours in the gym doing endless amounts of cardio, while also simultaneously not getting rid of your favorite foods. And how to work around pre-existing injuries and reduce the risk of new ones while getting rid of lingering pain, because your safety is one of my number one priorities. It all starts with optimizing your nutrition. You have to track your calories. Learn to track your calories, macronutrients, and micronutrients, because you have to understand what is going into your body so you can learn how to fuel it properly. Cutting out bad habits, such as watching TV while eating, reducing the amount of fast food, eliminating boredom or stress eating, is going to be a huge part of the process to make sure that you understand exactly how your body responds to eating. And understanding the essentials of what protein, carbs, fat, fiber, and water can do for you, because you should be in control of your food. You should be in control of what you are eating. That is a healthy perspective of food. We do not have a relationship with food. We have perspectives of food. Still, in the optimizing nutrition, you'll figure out exactly how to prioritize what you need to prioritize to make sure that you're seeing the results that you want to see. Calories are the king. They are going to determine what you gain, how much you gain or lose, depending on what your goals are. Macros will determine your body composition, what your body fat is, what your muscle mass is. Micronutrients will determine your overall health. Meal timing and meal frequency is not as important, but looking down at the nitty-gritty, it can make a difference. And then lastly, supplementation. So this pyramid is a perfect example, because if you do not have your calories and macros set in place, meal frequency and supplements will not make a difference at all. So we have to make sure that we are balancing calories, then macros, and then looking at the micronutrients to make sure you're maintaining an overall health status, and then looking at meal frequency then from there can make a small difference. And supplements are the cherry on top of the icing. It's the least important thing, but once you get all of these down, then supplements can make a difference. Optimizing your training comes next. So looking at the frequency and split. Your frequency and split should be based off of how much time per day you have available, how many days per week you have available, what your goals are, and what areas need the most improvement. Because weightlifting should be your most important priority. You'll see the most overall benefits for your overall health, the amount of muscle that you're going to have, your bone density, and the amount of fat that you're going to be losing. Lifting weights between 3 to 5 times per week is going to be the best, all depending on your schedule and your desired results. Cardio should not be skipped either. Cardio is important because it helps you stay active through step count and any other activities that you enjoy. High intensity interval training and low intensity steady state are both important for health and longevity, because it's not just about lifting as much weight as possible or looking as lean as possible. It's about overall health, and we want to make sure that we're implementing these things to make sure that you feel good for life. Sleep, recovery, maintainability, and discipline. Sleep is the backbone of recovery, so if you're not recovering properly, you're not going to be seeing the results that you want to see. You want to make sure that you're getting at least 7 to 9 hours every single night. Maintainability. We want to make sure that you can maintain the current routine that you are on, because you have to be able to stick to the plan for long-term success. If you don't enjoy the plan, then you're not going to want to stick to it. So the goal is to make sure that we enjoy the plan as much as possible while still staying within the parameters that we need to see the results that we want to see. And discipline. You have to be able to stick to the plan even when you don't want to, even though the goal is to enjoy the plan as much as possible. Because there's going to be times when you don't want to stick to it. But you can't rely on motivation all the time. I know for a fact that Jordan had to make some sacrifices in order to see results like this. Discipline is going to carry you so much further than motivation, because motivation is just an emotion. It comes and goes just like every other emotion. And that's just all the tip of the iceberg. There's so much more that goes into my coaching that you don't see. So most people just see the transformation, but they don't see everything that went on the back end. The amount of times that you failed, the amount of sacrifices that you had to make, whether it was food or social gatherings, the amount of habits that you've either broken and built new ones, the amount of hard work, potential blood, sweat, and tears that you put into your transformation, and the amount of dedication that it takes. They don't see all of this. This is all the back end. that they don't see. They only see the transformation. A little bit about the timeline of the Lean Strong method. So phase 1 is the recomp and calibration phase. It's usually lasting 1 to 4 weeks, but it's a chance to give us an opportunity to see exactly how you're going to be responding to nutrition and training, starting to get the minimum effective volume for your training if you've never done strength training before, getting your body adapted. The goal is to get your body adapted to the Lean Strong method and getting used to strength training, tracking your calories, and starting to build other habits. We'll find your maintenance calories and build the plan that fits you best. I expect you to build some muscle and lose some fat in this phase, but I don't expect you to have crazy results. It's just for recomping and calibration, so that way we can get everything set in place. Phase 2 is weeks usually 5 through 20, depending on how much body fat you have to lose. This is the phase where we're going to be shedding all of the body fat. This is where you're going to get to that dream physique, where you will see the healthy body fat percentage that you want to see. It's working towards increasing volume and intensity in the gym while focusing on progressive overload, all while keeping you safe and injury-free. Because again, your safety is one of my number one priorities. Over the course of time, we're going to have to lower food intake to achieve the desired rate of fat loss, roughly 1 to 2 pounds per week. Taking diet breaks and deload weeks as necessary to manage fatigue that gets built up while in this phase. And nutrition is going to be tracked very closely. That way we have the data collected to see if and when we need to make changes. Now, phase 3 is the reverse diet. This phase usually lasts between 2 and 5 weeks, so weeks 21 through 25, because this is going to be where we're returning you to your caloric maintenance in order to recover from any stress that was placed on your body during phase 2. This does not mean that the diet is over. It's just a heavy emphasis is placed on whole foods to ensure that you keep all of the hard work that you just put in. Because I want you to practice intuitive eating, and I still want you to track your calories, but it's going to be a little less restrictive, so that way we have the flexibility, and you're still going to be practicing all the tips and tricks that you learned in phase 2. And phase 4 is the lean bulking phase. The goal of the lean bulking phase is to find the path to consistent growth, not falling back into the old habits and lifestyle that you just spent so much time breaking and rebuilding. You will come out of this phase a completely new person because you are no longer doing these old habits and old lifestyle things. Nutrition is still a factor. We want to make sure that we're in a small caloric surplus to mitigate any fat gain and building as much muscle as possible. The goal is to maintain good health while seeing continual progress. And when I say good health, I'm just talking about maintaining a healthier body fat percentage. And then we can also implement mini cuts as necessary to help maintain that healthy body fat percentage and maintain the look that you want. Now that you understand how all that works, I have an offer for you. If you are skinny fat, overweight, and you don't like what you see in the mirror, but you are ready to make a change and you're ready to love yourself again, you're ready to be confident and healthy, click the link in the description or go to bcfitness.biz/contact to submit a coaching application.